Hello everybody, welcome to my coffee break. Today I'm having a cold brew coffee that I made last night, and I used a coffee that I tried before, but this one I haven't tried, but I tried the brand, and it's called Ethical Bean Coffee Mellow. It's a whole bean coffee, and it has a pretty cool little pouch thing. You don't have to rip off the whole bag. You can just peel this back and open it up. Let me show you the beans. Hey, Carlos, welcome. How are you today? I need to set my chat. There we go. We'll try that one. How are you today? I got this Ethical Bean Coffee. Hey, they went down in price. It was like $11. But they went down to $9, so I said, okay, I'll go ahead and buy it. So, show you a little bit. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. Looks pretty cool. Hey, you're in Oklahoma. Okay. Careful of those dust storms. Oh, I'm getting beans everywhere. There you go. I'm going to put those back. I don't want to waste them. So you're in Oklahoma? Are you working at a store up there? Hey, Dean, welcome. I'm trying a new coffee called Ethical Bean Coffee Mellow. It's a whole bean medium roast. And if you click on that RQS code there, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It comes up, right, it got some coffee shops. Let me change, I'm going to change the color of the chat because I can't see that very well. Let me see, we'll try that. Change that. There we go. Hey Bernardo, good to see you today. Thank you very much. Are you visiting family? Cool, Carlos. Family time is always good. Let me try. I'm going to try another color. Sorry. It's just, let's go a darker color. Try green. Hopefully we can see that better. Yeah, that's a little bit better from a non-coffee drinker, Bernardo. That's okay, Bernardo. I bet you drink tea. Oh, cool. Thank you. I like the new chat. Try blue. Well, that's kind of a bluish green. Let's try blue. Let's see. There we go. Let's try that. Let's try blue. Might be too dark. Let's see what that is. There we go. That's a little bit better. There we go. Oh, green was good. I'm not going to keep changing it, but anyway. So last night I made a cold brew coffee with this coffee. Let me show you on the QR code right here. You can scan it with your phone, and this is what comes up. It gives you kind of a breakdown of what it is, and it talks about it, and then also there is the website on it. Let's see here. It actually tells you a little bit about move it over a little bit, see if I can. Yep. I gotta move this over because it's getting into the chat. It talks about the origin. It's from Mexico, and it's a medium roast coffee. And that's the website, if you can see that up there on top. That's the website to the coffee. And where is the origin? Okay. Here, it tells you when it's roasted. See if I can make that bigger. And I can't even see it. Okay. It says October 2020, and it's good till October 2021, so I still have some time for this coffee. This is like a huge bag of coffee. really big. This mellow has some nice artwork on it. It says medium body, nutty aroma, and sweet brightness. And on this side, it says how to brew a perfect cup. Well, I don't follow that. I just do what I want to do. So here we go. Let's try this. And I got my glass of ice. And let's give this a try, shall we? Thank you guys for joining me today, gentlemen. Let's see here. I saw somebody do a review on this coffee, but they did a pour over. That's okay. That's okay. We want to be able to see the chat, right? So we want to make sure we can see it, and then everybody else can see it. So this chat will stick to the broadcast, so that way everybody can see what we're talking about. So let's give this coffee a try, shall we? Oh yeah, that's really good. That has a really good flavor. So what are the other person that reviewed this, but he made a pour over with it. He had the same kind of little pour over vessel that I have, and it made it really look really good. So, and you know what? I think this was worth the money. I paid $9.99 for this, almost $10, or $9.96, I think it was. So, right, Dean? I appreciate you joining my broadcast. And I haven't seen Bernardo in a long time. It was really cool to see him too. I don't know if he left, but I hope he's still here. Oh, I was just getting ready to do my broadcast, and my work called me and asked me, "Hey, can you be in at 12?" And I said, "Sure, I'll be there at 12." And so, kind of a short broadcast today, I think, but I still got a few minutes. And I just used my little, it's not a mason jar, it's called a heritage jar. And like I said, in one of my broadcasts, have a day off. Yeah, yesterday was my day off, and then Tuesday was my day off. And I work Father's Day, but I probably not going to work, well, I'll probably work about 8 hours. You had your first shot? Well, I had my second one already, and supposedly after 2 weeks you don't have to wear a mask. And so at work they're telling us not wear a mask if we already been vaccinated. So I'm gonna wait till like Monday or Tuesday before I take my mask off at work. In public places here, you still have to wear a mask regardless. Well, actually, they say if you had your second vaccine, you don't have to wear a mask. But how can you tell when if somebody had their second vaccine? I don't know. I'm not gonna go ask them and say, "Hey, did you already have your second vaccine?" Because that's none of my business. But I did, and boy, the second day, I got pretty sick. Well, not really sick, but I had the chills. I was really cold, and I had a fever. And then the third day, I got a little bit better. I got better, but it was just like the gentleman that gave me the vaccine shot said, "Okay, about 5 hours from now, you're going to really feel this." He goes, because your first shot will attack the second shot, or the first vaccine will attack the second vaccine. So yeah. My wife and my sons, my youngest son had a reaction kind of to it too on his second one, about the same as me. My wife didn't get as much, and my oldest son didn't get as much either. Yeah, it takes some day off. Yeah, you take the next day off. I should have I had to go to work the next day, and boy, I didn't feel like myself at all. But I still pushed through it because I was going to have the next day off. So, just worked through it. No, I really like this coffee. I'm glad I got it. It's called Mellow. So, it's a big bag too. It's a little bit bigger. This one's 12-ounce bag because it's whole bean. It takes up more room. The other bags are smaller because they're grounded already. They're already ground. Yeah, I would take the next day off for sure. If you're going to get your second vaccine, take the next day off because it actually hit me like at 1 o'clock in the morning. I woke up and I was really cold. I thought at first somebody turned the AC down here at home, but no, it was because I'm finding coffee beans that I dropped. But no, nobody turned the AC down. It's just I just got really cold, and but after a while, the next day, because I didn't sleep too well because of that. So, but the next day I had to go to work, and I just felt like I had a fever. But we have thermometers, and I kept checking my temperature, and I was fine. I didn't have it unless the thing was broken. I didn't have a fever, but I just felt really tired. But then the second day after the vaccine, I was better. I felt better. So hopefully that'll work. But I would definitely take the next day off. But we actually learned from that. So I hope everything's going well. My arm my arm did hurt for a little while. But other than that, everything was fine. So how is Germany, Bernardo? In 6 weeks from now? Well, here, you get your first vaccine, and then 14 days later, you get your second one. They said 6 weeks from now? My arm still hurts. Oh. Yesterday I went to a coffee shop. Somebody said it was loud. Oh, you got the Moderna? I got the visor. I called around before I was going to make an appointment to have my vaccine. I called around here in San Antonio. There's a grocery chain that is a big grocery chain here, and they have a pharmacy that was offering the vaccine. So I called the two stores that are close to me, and actually the one that I normally go to was offering the visor, and then another one not too far was offering Johnson & Johnson. And I said, no way, Jose, am I going to get the Johnson & Johnson. At the time, they were on a recall. They just came back from a recall, and I said, no, I'm not gonna chance that. So I, but I mean, maybe they improved it, but I didn't want to check a chance. So the grocery chain that I go to offered the visor, so I took that. And Moderna was also offered in some of the others. So it would have been either Moderna or visor. So I chose visor. Oh, I made a lot. I made like 16 ounces coffee. And cold brew, it lasts a while. Yesterday, it was over 100 degrees here in San Antonio. And so when I went to the coffee shop, I got a cold brew coffee. And I didn't mention on the broadcast at the time, but they offered 2 different cold brews. One was a natural, and the natural was like the bean was still part of the coffee cherry on it, and then the wash was that they washed it clean, no berries or nothing on it. So I got the wash, and I didn't really realize the difference between the two, but the wash was really good. I liked it, and it was really good on a hot day. The only thing is I got like a small one or like a medium one, and it went so fast because I was so thirsty and it was so hot outside. Somebody on a Facebook coffee group that I belong to, I had commented about drinking a cold brew coffee on a 100-degree day, and they told me in California it gets to be 106. Well, I said, I responded back. I said, yeah, it is hot there, but in Texas, in about the middle of July, we get to 106 to about 109 degrees. And that is with about 70% humidity, 60% humidity, something like that. And it just makes it really, you can go in the shade and still feel like you're in 100 degrees weather. So everybody, let's see, somebody's on Twitch. Bernardo, you're still on YouTube. Everybody left on YouTube except Bernardo. Thank you, Bernardo, for staying. I just saw that Taiwan Live liked one of my pictures on Instagram. I was wondering if he's going to join me on YouTube today. Have Taiwan Live on YouTube. I'm using a green screen, and this is kind of like this big old light, big old light above me. Fahrenheit. Oh wow, that's what yesterday. Yeah, the 100 degrees was in Fahrenheit too. But hopefully we'll get some rain soon. We really need the rain. We had rain last month, and some people were complaining as it's raining and storming. Hey, but we need the rain because, hey, Matthew, thank you for joining me today. Drinking, I made a cold brew coffee out of Ethical Bean Coffee, and it's called Mellow. And it's from Mexico, and it's actually really good. Today, well, just before I came on, one of my bosses called me and asked me if I would go to another store today for a little while, that they needed help. So I said, sure, I'll be there at 12 o'clock. So it's almost 11:30, and the store that I'm going to go to is only about 10-15 minutes away from my house, so I can take my time. The store that I work at is 40 to 45 minutes away, so I usually have to leave early for that store. So, but today I can just kind of take my time for a little bit, but it's almost time for me to go. So I appreciate Bernardo, Carlos, Matthew, and everybody that joined today. I appreciate y'all's time. Taking the time in your morning, your afternoon, your evening just to have a coffee with me, and Bernardo's probably having a hot tea. But thank you very much, everybody, for joining me. I really appreciate it. Hey, remember, coffee and friends make a perfect blend. So I'll see y'all next time. I'll probably come back on Monday or Tuesday. I'm not sure what day I'm off, but we'll do another broadcast, coffee break, and we'll see y'all next time. Thank you, Bernardo. Thank you, Matthew, for joining me. I'm sorry, Matthew caught me at the end, but that's okay. Thank you for joining in. We'll see y'all next time. I'm going to put 2 videos on YouTube right here and then a subscribe button right here. If you like this broadcast, please give me a thumbs up. And for future coffee breaks, coffee reviews, and hit that bell for future notifications. We'll see y'all next time on Kinrod's Coffee Break. Bye, everyone.